A very good evening and welcome to RTV News in English with me, William Evans, beginning with the headlines. Sports enthusiasts say that Tour du Rwanda cycling race plays a significant role in promoting Rwanda on the international stage and boosting the country's economy. We shall also tell you why Rwanda stands to significantly gain from artificial intelligence, especially in the health and agriculture sectors. I'm William Evans Mtawazi. Now this is the news in details. Sports enthusiasts say that Tour du Rwanda cycling race plays a significant role in promoting Rwanda on the international stage and boosting the country's economy. They made the remarks as Rwanda prepares to host the 18th edition of Tour du Rwanda, which kicks off tomorrow, Sunday. Starting this Sunday, excitement will once again echo across Rwanda's hills and cities as the much-anticipated Tour du Rwanda returns for its 18th edition. The race has grown into one of the country's most celebrated sporting events, drawing both local and international cycling fans. The president of Rwanda Cycling Federation says the competition is a moment of pride and joy for Rwandans and international supporters alike. He emphasizes that beyond sport, the race contributes significantly to national development by promoting tourism, showcasing Rwanda's landscape, and stimulating economic activity.
Unlike
other sports in stadiums, cycling is witnessed by all people in open spaces wherever they are. Tour du Rwanda contributes to our economic growth. Many visitors come and spend in foreign currencies.
On
the other hand, Philippe, who has followed international cycling races for over 30 years across different countries, says the transformation of Tour du Rwanda into an international competition reflects Rwanda's remarkable progress in organizing world-class sporting events.
C'est vrai qu'il y a eu le Tour du Faso qui à l'origine était la référence.
Tour du Rwanda has now become a benchmark on African continent. It has surpassed Gabon's tropical Amissa Bongo and currently stands as the only African cycling race classified in the top tiers on the UCI calendar, equivalent to a 2.1 category event. Observers say this is a significant milestone and a strong indication that the race will continue to grow in stature. For many African cyclists, competing in Tour du Rwanda is a dream come true, comparable to riding in Tour de France for European athletes.
Pour les coureurs africains, c'est le Tour de France en fait.
This year's edition comes shortly after Rwanda hosted the UCI Road World Championship for the first time on the African soil in September, a historic event that further positioned the country as a global cycling destination. A total of 18 teams are expected to participate in the 18th edition of Tour du Rwanda, including 4 local teams and 14 international teams. And as the race begins this Sunday, all eyes will once again be on Rwanda, not only for competition, but for celebration, visibility, and continued progress through sport. Let's now go to Nyanza, where residents of Nyanza district in Kigoma sector say they are pleased that the paved road connecting them to Bugesera district is bringing development to their area. They made these remarks as the locality is among the routes that are going to be used for the international cycling competition Tour du Rwanda. The 65-kilometer road links parts of the southern province and the eastern province, passing through the sectors of Busolo, Muyira, and Kigoma in Nyanza district. Residents and road users say it has eased transportation and trade while also contributing to the steady development of this area. In addition to facilitating commerce and travel, residents along the road say they are ready to warmly welcome the Tour du Rwanda race, particularly the stage that will start in Nyamata and head towards Huye. The Nyamata-Huye road will be used for the second time by participating cyclists. The Executive Secretary of Nyanza District, Jean-Marie Kamana, says authorities have already sensitized residents on how to conduct themselves, urging them to remain calm during the event. This year's Tour du Rwanda will feature 18 teams. The Nyamata-Huye stage will pass along this road on Monday, February 23rd, with cyclists covering the designated distance. Now let's turn to observers who are closely following developments in the Great Lakes region that believe that the European Union should help address the root causes of the conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo rather than responding to only its consequences. Their remarks come after the visit in the region by Hadija Rahabib, the European Commissioner for Equality, Preparedness and Crisis Management. Now, Commissioner Hadija has been in the Great Lakes region in the recent days, where she met with the heads of state of Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. While in Kigali, she held talks with President Paul Kagame and later met with Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, who assured her that Rwanda is ready to do everything possible to ensure that peace returns to the region. The regional political analyst Jean-Baptiste Gasominari urges the European Union that European Union has not sufficiently addressed the root causes of the crisis in the region, despite Europe's historical involvement dating back in the colonial period.
They are like ignoring the root causes of the conflict itself. The humanitarian crisis is caused by the war that is ongoing. So if they wanted really to solve or to tackle this very serious issue, they should have started from there. Halt those attacks first, because they know the author of the attacks. They should have told him or told them to stop the attacks that they are carrying out. Then from there they can address the humanitarian crisis that these attacks are causing. But without naming the real problem of the issue, I do not see that they can really solve the problem on a sustainable manner. For me, what is more urgent, is to stop those attacks. And they know where the attacks come from. I do not know why they are shy of naming the problem, but for them, instead of addressing directly the issue, instead of telling directly to President Tshisekedi and his government to stop those attacks that are generating all this suffering to the people, then they are just going around saying that we want to solve this issue, we want to bring humanitarian assistance to the people, we want the Goma International Airport to be opened. So they are not addressing the real issue. They should be courageous enough, tell the people who are involved in this conflict that what we want is to halt the war first, then deal with the consequences of the war. The European Union Commissioner in charge of preparedness and humanitarian assistance and equality and everything never even mentioned the suffering and the killings that are now happening in Mulenge. This is why we question really the real intentions of when she says that this is the work of politicians. She makes people understand that she's not one. But we are talking about the former Minister of Foreign Affairs of Belgium, which is a country, a very key country in the European Union as far as the Great Lakes region of Africa is concerned, being a former colonial master of Rwanda, Burundi, and DRC. So I think she understands the situation, and she can help if this was one of her agenda. So for me, I doubt a statement saying that politicians are doing their part and what we need is just a humanitarian action that.
Now, during her visit to the Great Lakes region, Hadija Habib, in her capacity as the European Commissioner, announced that the EU will provide 81.2 million euros in humanitarian assistance to support people displaced by the conflict, including food, clean water, and hygiene supplies. Let's turn to students with talents in technology who are saying that developing their skills will enable them to innovate and design solutions powered by artificial intelligence. We do have details. The competition brought together about 26 schools from various districts across the country. It is aimed at equipping young people with the knowledge and practical capacity to address pressing global challenges, particularly in the sectors of health, agriculture, transport, and energy. Participating students describe the contest as a major opportunity to showcase their talents, expand their knowledge, and build self-confidence. What our project is about is to help miners. Many people still use traditional means in mining, which affects the environment. But now we want to use drone technology to be able to locate and identify areas with minerals and then send robots to gather specific details before we can dig up that area. All this is time-saving and very quick.
So
Our project is to connect water suppliers and their clients, for example, WASAC. It's a platform that connects WASAC with its clients for easy communication and monitoring. The Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Claudette Irere, noted that Rwanda's students have consistently performed well in international competitions. She expressed confidence that they will once again excel and deliver impressive results. We have participated in these competitions for the 4th time now, and our students usually perform well. I was lucky to accompany those that went for the AI competitions last time, and they represented us well. The judges consider the efforts put in to determine the best. This time around, we hope that Rwandan students come first ahead of Chinese and others. The Minister of State in the Ministry of ICT and Innovation, Yves Iradukunda, urged students to remain innovative and use technology responsibly. Winners in the artificial intelligence category will travel to Switzerland, while first-place winner in the robotics category will represent Rwanda in the United States of America. We now bring you an AI master's student in Italy who explains why Rwanda stands to gain significantly from artificial intelligence, especially in the health and agriculture sector. Behinda Delan sits down with Enora in the coming episode of The Roots and Wings. Iwachu. Enora.
Join me to welcome Nhegano Bahenda Yvon Dylan. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Let's dive into understanding the real artificial intelligence that we hear in what. For the viewers who may not fully understand what is AI, how would you explain it in simple terms?
So in simple terms, I would say that AI is the capability to model or simulate human intelligence. And by this, I mean a machine being able to perform tasks that we usually associate with human intelligence, tasks like learning, understanding language, problem solving, analyzing data, even providing helpful suggestions, tasks like that. And this is done basically by defining this task and then defining a model which is going to learn and then model the tasks in a way that humans would do. And this form of intelligence, it's actually mimicking, it's not an actual intelligence, it's just the appearance of intelligence, and that's what we call artificial intelligence.
For your interest, for your own interest, also basing on the program that you're focusing on in your master's, what are you going to apply it into?
Well, in the bachelor's, I focused mainly in the medical and healthcare sector. So I did projects regarding using images like MRI images for detecting brain tumors. I also used X-rays, whether chest X-rays or skeletal X-rays, to diagnose different diseases. And that's a really big field because unlike commercially where you can have one big model that can do everything, then you need specific models for everything. Also because of the sensitivity of this field, like you need your model to perform very, very well if it's going to be used in actual cases to help people. So I did in medicine, and I would like to continue, although I'm also looking to expand the areas and maybe go also into agriculture, into finance, into all those fields.
Yeah, so that really gives me now a good image concerning the program that was established by the mini ICT and also the Ministry of Health, saying that they would like to apply AI in medical sector mostly. So now it's really possible from your perspective as someone who's studying it.
Yes, it's very much possible. The main thing about AI is we need data, and I think in hospitals have the data available, so with the data you can train these models to help you perform tasks, especially for maybe remote areas, rural clinics, which you can have these models not only diagnosing cases for people, but also helping students learn as a sort of mentor or tutor to confront with as they try to keep up with the learning with the medical cases.
How do you see AI shaping Rwanda's future?
For Rwanda, especially as we are a developing country, the efficiency I was talking about, AI for us is going to be about efficiency mostly, so helping us to increase the pace of this development. So in all the various fields and also in accordance with our national AI policy, so the vision and mission statements that we want to use AI to drive economic growth and then improve quality of life. And I think in those areas it's going to be really, really helpful to Rwandans.
Do you think Rwanda is ready to adapt AI to a scale?
Yeah, in my opinion, yes, the mindset is already there, especially with our government, which is digital first, and this is evidenced by platforms like Irembo, the EID, and then also the vision is already there, and the plans are already there. I think the remaining thing is simply implementing it. Yeah.
What sectors in Rwanda do you think they will mostly benefit from AI?
Yeah, I think all of them will benefit, and we'll see where the government chooses to put the most effort in, depending on the resources. But in my opinion, I would say in agriculture and maybe health. In agriculture, we can have real smart sensors that monitor crops and soil in real time and help farmers increase their yield. And then in health, we can have portable diagnostic tools in these tools, so they can help reach remote or rural clinics. And then, yeah, that can help make healthcare even more accessible than it already is.
Now, with that, we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. And of course, tomorrow, as the race begins, everyone, the international world, is waiting for the African cheer for Tour du Rwanda. My name is William Evans. Have a good night and goodbye.